Hello, this is an introduction to Whirligig. It's a quick introduction. I'm using the Vive Steam, so you can see the Vive controllers. There's a small example of the menu on here. So let's go through the main body. This is a single still. As you can see, we've got the play, fast forward, rewind, next clip, previous clip, volume control. If you hit there, that's the Explorer. Here is the main timeline. So let's load up a video and get started. So I'm going to load this one. This is a standard animation and a good example of what we could do with the actual thing. So as you can see, that kind of, we can skip through like so. We can forward, fast forward, or rewind. Click outside and it will carry on playing. We can turn up the volume, turn down the volume. So turn down the volume. Right, so let's go through the bottom. So that's quit. Save allows you to save. So I'm going to save that location there. Menus gives you an option of other menus that you can set. If you want to set to a different menu, that'll be your default when you start up. We've got depth if you want to have a side-by-side video or over-under in 3D support. This resets the forward facing, so if I look away and then hit there, it will reset to the middle like so. And now settings has got the most options in it. So if we click on settings, this is a projection adjustment. So these are all the projection options. You've got cinema, barrel, fisheye, custom format, and rooms. Barrel is like a similar rectangular. Fisheye is like when you've got a circular image. Custom format has a lot of different versions. So you've got a whole different collection of options in there. And if there are any that are not supported, I can add them onto there. Rooms gives you a little option where you're sat in a room, so you can see that I'm sat in a room there. We've got drive-in cinema, bedroom, cinema screen, dome tilted and dome flat for fisheye full dome planetariums. And I go back to cinema here. We can also curve the screen both top and bottom. We can do extra options with barrel as well, which flattens it out and also changes the height field of view. And also you've got the field of view in both fisheye and depth fisheye and barrel as well. So we go back to cinema. Let's go through these options one at a time. So depth gives us lots of different depth options, some of which are available down here. So stereo audio, auto detection, depth, force, mono on all depths and mono on pause. You can also change the depth separation for anything with 3D, which will help it if it's uncomfortable. We've got different color options. You can change the brightness, color saturation, contrast, gamma. If it's a little too dark, we want to change that. Background glow is a nice little feature. Gives us a black background glow of the actual playback. So you can see there, as we look round, we've actually got some glow going on around us, and you can increase the size of that, and you can also change the saturation, make it look brighter, or the brightness as well. I'm going to switch that off for now. Playback, we've got loads of different playback options, loop video, all the standard ones that you'd accept, some more advanced ones as well. We've got the volume control here. If there's multiple tracks, you can select separate tracks from the actual playback. You've got playback speed as well. It supports subtitles both natively for SRT accompanied subtitles, or if you're using the video LAN subtitle, video LAN video path, then you're actually allowed to use internal subtitles. If you've got Arabic subtitles, it also allows you to use those. Video paths gives you media foundation, direct show, and video LAN, 3 different media paths with all their own different advantages and disadvantages. But standard is media foundation, which is a good starting point, but I recommend direct show with LAV. Let's go on to, let me pause that while we're going through. Advanced gives us a whole load of extra options and some more experimental ones. We've also got positional ones, so we move around and move that up and down like so, which moves the actual person's position rather than the screen position. We've got some other more interesting options in here relating to when you remove the headset, and there's a playlist option which I'm currently working on. Interface gives us different ways in which to operate with interface. So if I look here, this will actually realign the interface wherever I look. If I go back in here and click that off and click on just glue projection, then it will realign the projection wherever I look. Click outside, checking outside interface to play the media. So at the moment, if I click outside, if I turn it off, it will just be paused when I click out. So if I want to see a still of an image, I can just turn that off and click and look outside of it. So gaze timer, which is a bit more advanced, but I won't go into it now. Alt menus we've got here. We've got several different menus you can choose from, just other than the standard one. Once you've chosen it, it will be your default when it starts up. We've got different themes, so we can change the background. We can actually have cloud. You can add your own backgrounds as well. There's areas for empty options. So if you load up an image and want to use that instead, you can do so. Quality settings. Now I've got this set to super sampling on high. Normally it's set on 1 and anti-alias on 2, but I thought I'd increase it just to give this the best possible quality for this playback. Monitoring allows you to turn to full screen, desktop mirroring off and on. Independent monitor, which allows your monitor on your computer to work independently from the VR headset, so you can actually look around. There's actually a tutorial on that, and there's lots of other options as well. And for the independent monitoring, there's also some options for that as well. Other, we've got disable. You can disable certain inputs, and you can also go through and change the inputs on all the different types of input that are available. All of these are changeable and they'll save once you quit out as well. But if you get confused, you change an option, don't like it. So if I go to help menu and then I don't like it, I can change it and go back to default. We've also got webcam support in here as well, which is a kind of new feature. So if you have any problems with that, give me a shout. And streaming as well in the same scenario. Presets allows us to save presets. So if I save a preset for this, it will save the current preset that I'm looking around. If I go to here, projection, and change the barrel, for instance, change the field of view, tilt, diameter, and go back to presets. I can also save that as a preset. So I can go back to that preset, and then that preset, and then that preset, and then you can use them for any videos that you're working on. So here's another option which allows you to save stuff. So if I go to another, like Cosmic Laundromat, look at that, and I've got saved there, but I've also got saved here. So I double click, I've just saved it into Cosmic Laundromat. Again, I could go to presets and change it to barrel or back to cinema. If I go to save, I can then go back to that guy and play from there. And I can also clear these if I want to. If I have any problems and I want to reset the whole player, I can click on reset and clear the history, which clears all the ini files for the actual playbacks that I've done, or reset, and that will factory reset back to a clean installation. And that, generally speaking, is an overview of the whole player. I hope you like Whirligig. If you have any comments or any suggestions for features or bugs or anything like that, let me know. And I look forward to hearing your feedback, and happy watching. Thank you.